Story now. Gauteng's education's poor planning is to blame for pupils' placement, or should I say pupil placement problems in the province. That's according to a study conducted by the Centre for Child Law. The research seeks to find solutions to school placement problems in the province. It's assessed progress made by the Education Department in addressing the challenges. Conrad Barberton is a development economist, and he joins me via Skype from Pretoria. Mr. Barberton, thank you very much for your time. So why is the Department of Education to blame for the placement problems?
Well, the department has a constitutional responsibility to ensure the resources necessary to provide basic education are available in the province, and needs to undertake the necessary planning in order to make sure that there are sufficient places for pupils at schools. And if we look over the period of a very long period, the planning has been inadequate in a number of respects, and we can go into those details. And the result is that there are insufficient classrooms for the number of pupils that it needs to provide education for.
Yeah. Give us just the highlights of some of the deficiencies you speak about.
Well, the first one is, and this is a fundamental one needs to know how many children one is planning for. And if we look at the methodologies that the department uses in order to project the number of likely pupils that there are in the province, they underproject consistently. And with migration into the province, this aggravates the backlogs that already exists. But it's possible to project the number of children very accurately if one looks at historical trends, and the department fails to do this. Another one is simply knowing how much infrastructure you do have already. And if we look at the data that the department publishes in different documents, it is evidence that they have no idea how many school sites they have, how many schools they have, how many classrooms they have. And if not knowing that accurately means that you're not able to plan accurately. And this is probably the greatest indictment of the department.
It's a massive indictment, and I would imagine that the MEC in this province where we are, Gauteng, he probably would be very miffed at the kinds of findings that you guys have come up with. Have you presented this report to any of the departments concerned?
The report has only just been released yesterday, and so the intention is that it's made publicly available. All the information in the report is drawn from public sources, so there's nothing secret in the document. What we have compiled is simply the information that the department itself has released. And what we see is massive inconsistencies in the information around infrastructure that they make available. For instance, the MEC has been claiming to be opening schools, and yet between 2017 and 2018, the data published by the department itself shows that 130 schools were closed. Now, do we believe that? No, we don't. But it shows the lack of consistency in the data.
Just as a final question to you, Mr. Barberton, the MEC here in Gauteng has been on a drive to try and push through this online placement system. Is that of any help at all, or is he punching above his weight here?
No, the online placement system is a really positive development because it gives the department a good sense of how many places they are short of. And it also enables the department to allocate pupils to schools that are, let's say, not full at the moment. But the point is the backlogs that exist, or that the online placement system shows, is that there's an insufficient classroom infrastructure, and that needs to be resolved over a number of years. So the online placement system is great, but the problem is around lack of infrastructure.
All right, Conrad Barberton, thank you very much for your time and the insights there.